Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called EXclusiVe 3 by Nurgle's Gift. And here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit such that every row, column, and designated 9-cell region contains the digits 1 through 9 exactly once each. We have cells connected by an X summed to 10, cells connected by a V summed to 5. And digits in a cage sum to the number in the top left corner. And all the cages are tens, interestingly enough. So, for example, if this were, say, a 3, this would have to be 7 to add up to 10 because there's an X between them. If this were a 3, this would have to be 7 because these must add up to 10 because they're in a cage that has 10 in the upper right-hand corner. If this were 3, this would have to add up. This would have to be 2 to add up to 5 because there's a V between them. And those are examples of how XV and digits in cages work. We have digits on thermos must increase from the bulb. So therefore it must go, it can go like 2, 6, and 7, and that would be valid because it's increasing from the bulb to the tip. You cannot have something like, say, 2, 6, 5 because it's decreasing from the 6 to the 5. And that's an example of how thermos work. We have numbers outside of the grid indicate the sum of the digits on the indicated diagonals. So therefore, these 3 digits must add up to 14. These 2 digits must add up to 5. So say we had a 3 here, then this would have to be 2 because these 2 digits must add up to 5, which is the diagonal on, which is the sum, which is, sorry, the digit that's marked on the diagonal here, or this number that's marked on the diagonal. And we have cells connected by a white dot must be consecutive, and cells connected by a black dot must have a 1 to 2, must be in a 1 to 2 ratio. So for example, if this were, say, a 6, this would have to be 5 or 7 to be consecutive with that digit. If this were, say, a 2 here, this would have to be 1 or 4 to maintain the 1 to 2 ratio between them. And any constraint type cannot have a repeated digit in the puzzle. So if a cage contained a 1, no other cage can contain a 1. So this is global, I guess this is the exclusive part of the exclusive, of why it's exclusive, right? This is global constraints, I believe it's what they're called. And it means that in any one constraint type, or any rule set, essentially, you cannot have repeats in that constraint type. So, for example, next to a black crop key digit, you cannot have repeats. Next to a white crop key digit, you cannot have repeats. On a thermometers, you cannot have repeats. And in cages, you can't have repeats. In X's, you can't have repeats. And in V's, you can't have repeats. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay, how do we want to approach this? Well, we know... Oh, interesting. We know... do I want to use that, though? I don't really want to use that. This is basically Fistamefel's ring theory, and that's going to make things very simple. But do I really want to do that? Okay. How do we approach this? I mean, that's the simplest way to break in something. Okay. Let's look at the little killers. So since there are no repeats on these little killers, that means we know, and there are 8 cells in the puzzle that are on little killers. That means we're missing 1 digit on it. So if we sum up the total of the numbers on the little killers, we know what digit must be missing. So 22 plus 14 is 36, plus 5 is 41. So we're missing a 4 on the little killers. So this has to then be 2 and 3 to add up to 5. In this little killer, it has to be 1, because 1 cannot be in the 22 here. We're missing 4 again, so it's 158 or 167. And 5 and 7 cannot be here because they can't be next to a black Kropke dot, because if you have 5, so you're guaranteed a 1 has to be one of these digits here. Interesting. Because you can't have a 1 here. You're guaranteed a 9 here, so it's either 589 or 679. And this is 158 or 167. Now, 1 would be necessarily next to 2 on a black Kropke dot, because 1 and 2 are 2 is the only digit that's in a 1 to 2 ratio with 1. 6 would be 3 here. 8 would be 4 here. So that's interesting. So we're guaranteed this has to be 9 here. This must add up to 10. This must add up to 10. This digit must be smaller than 2 or 3. And it cannot be a 2 or 3 itself because of the 2-3 pair in the box. So this has to be 1. So we have this as 1, which means 1 cannot be on thermometers, and 1 can't be here anymore. So where's 1 in box, this upper right-hand box, and on this little killer clue? It must be here. So this is 1. This is 6 or 8 here, which forces this to be 5 or 7 to correspondingly add up to 13, with the 1 adding up to 14 there. So this cannot be 2 here. This is 3 or 4. This 1 means this can't be 1 and 4 adding up to 5. It must be 2 and 3, since this is a 2-3 pair. This cannot be 2 or 3. It must be 1 and 4. 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 4. That's 1. This cannot be 4 and 6. If this is 4 and 6, that forces this to be 3 and 8, which is not in a 1 to 2 ratio with each other. So this has to be, cannot be 1, 9 here, so it's either 2, 8 or 3, 7 here. So we are guaranteed, if this is 3, this has to be 4, 8. If this is 8, this has to be 3, 6. So we're guaranteed none of the rest of the column can contain 3 or 8. So this has to be 1, 9, no 3 or 8. So 2, 7, or 4, 6, or 5. Well, to add up to 10 here, it cannot be 3, 6, or 3, 7, or 2, 8. So it has to be 1, 9, or 4, 6 there. 5 can't be here. Where is 5 in column 7? It has to be one of these two. So, okay. To add up to these digits, it could be 1, 9 here, 8, 4, 6, or 3. This adds up to 10. without 1 or 4, so that means it's just 2, 8 or 3, 7. One has to be one of these two digits here. So, remaining digits of this upper left-hand box are 4 through 9. No 4 here. This adds up to 10 with this, so no 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4 are 6. This must be greater than 5, so we have at least 6 here, at least 7 here. That means where's 2 or 3? It has to be, since we have to have 2 and 3 somewhere on a thermometer, and there can no longer be a 1 on the thermometers, so this has to be 2 or 3 here, which corresponds to this digit. So this digit is the same as that one, and it's a different one than that. So this is at least 6, at least 7. This is 7, 8, or 9. This is less than that, so it could be 8, 6, 7, or 8. Where? Okay. Remaining digits of column 8 are 4 through 9. Where is 2 in this upper right-hand box? Cannot be here because of the black crop key dot. Can't be here because of the thermometer. Can't be here because of the 2, 3 pair in the column. So 2 has to be one of these two, which means this cannot be 2 and 8. This can't be 2 and 8. It's 1, 9, 3, 7, or 4, 6. We have a 2, 8, 3, 7 pair on the x's, which eliminates 2, 8, and 3, 7 in the rest of the x's. So this is not 2, 8, or 3, 7. That means the remaining digits in the x's are 1, 9, 4, 6. So, in the tens, we need a 2, 8 somewhere. This cannot be 2 or 3 because we already have we have 1, 2, and 3 already in thermometers, so this is at least 4, which means this can't be 4, this is at least 5. So we have 4 through 8 here, 5 through 9 there. Okay. Remaining digits of row 4. We have 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 7, 8, 9. This cannot be 5, 7, or 9 next to a black crop key dot. So if this is 2, this would have to be 1. If this is 3, this would have to be 6. If this is 6, it has to be 3. If it's 8, this would have to be 4. Okay. To add up to 10 here, we have 1, 9, 4, 6, 3, 7, or 2, 8. This can't be 1 or 4, so this can't be 6 or 9. This again cannot be 4, 6 here, because if this is 4, 6, that would make this 3, 8 in a 1 and 2 ratio, which is impossible. So this has to be 1, 9. That eliminates 1 and 9 from the rest of the cages, so there's no 1, 9 here. This cannot be 1, and therefore this can't be 9. Since this can't be 1, where is 1 in column 3? It must be here. So this is 1, which eliminates 1 from here. For these black crop key dots, you're going to have to pair, that's 1, 2, 3, 6, and 4, 8. Because again, those are exclusive. You cannot have you can't have repeats next to cells you can't have repeats in cells that are next to black Schottky dots. So if you try to have 2 and 4 be the 1 to 2 ratio, the problem is that leaves 2 digits which have to be in a 1 to 2 ratio, but 1 and 8 doesn't satisfy that anymore. So 1 is always going to be with 2. Well, where's 1 on the black Schottky dot? It has to be here. So this is 1, that's 2, which means this can't be 2, that's 3 and 2 here. Therefore, no 2, 3 here, no 2, 3 here, no 2, 3 here. This is 7, 8 as a pair, which eliminates 7 and 8 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 7, 8 here, no 7, 8, or 2, 3 here. Okay, this 7, 8 eliminates 7, 8 here. This can't be 2 because of 2 in the box. So this is 3 and 7, which forces this to be 8 and 2. This can no longer be 2 and 8. We need a 2 and an 8 to add up to 10 because of the global constraint. So this has to be 2 and 8 here, which eliminates 8 here. There's no 8 here. 3 eliminates 3, 7 as a pair. So this is 4, 6 as a pair, which eliminates 4, 6 here. So this is 1, 9. This 4, 6 eliminates 4 and 6 here for the global constraint. We can't have 1, 9 be next to a 1, 9 for the x's because of this 1, 9. So this is 4 or 6. 3 here eliminates 3 here. So this must be 4 and 8 to be in a 1 to 2 ratio, which means this can't be 4. That's 6, that's 4. Leaving the remaining digits to be 2 and 5 in column 7. So this cannot be 2. This is 3. These can't be 5. So this is the same as that 3. So that's 3. That's 2. 4 eliminates 4 here. We need 4 on a thermometer. Where can it be? It can only be here. So this is 4. 6 eliminates 6 in the rest of the box. And we can't have 5 here because of the 2, 5 pair. 4 eliminates 4 in the rest of the box. So this is 7, 8, 9 as a triplet, which eliminates 7, 8, 9 in the rest of the column. This can't be 4 because of 4 in the box. 8 eliminates 8 here and 8 here. This digit must be smaller than 6 or 7. It cannot be 7 then, so this is 5, which means this can't be 5. So this cannot be 5, 6, or 9, or 4. So this is a 7, 8 pair, which eliminates 7, 8 in the rest of the box. This 9 eliminates 9 here, so that's 6. This can't be 6 or 9, it's 5, which makes this a 4. So no 5, 7, 8, 9. That leaves us as 6 to add up to 22. It has to be 6, 7, and 9, which eliminates 7 and 9 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 7. This is 3, which makes this 7. We can't have a 6 anymore in the thermometer, so this is 7, which makes this 9. 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 6. No 6s here, no 5 or 9 here. It's 6, which eliminates 6 here, so that's 5 or 9. This must be 1, because it's the only place where it can be in this lower right-hand box, which is consecutive with 2. That leaves that as an 8. 1 eliminates 1 here, so it's 9 and 1. This must be a 3, 6 pair because of the 1, 2, 4, 8 already eliminated from that clue. Remaining digit in row 7 is a 5. So this is 5. We already have a 7 and 9 on thermometer, so this must be 8, which eliminates 8 here. 5 and 6 are consecutive, 1 and 2 are consecutive. That means that leaves 3, 4, and 8 with 7 or 9. Well, this can't be 4. So we need 3 or 4 to be here, which means this is 8 with 7 or 9 cannot be 7 because of 7 in the row. So this is 8 and 9, which leaves the remaining digit in that row as a 2, which makes this 8, which makes that 2. 3, 4 is a pair. Eliminate 3 and 4 in the rest of the row. So this is 5. This is 4. And then the rest we can do from normal Sudoku because we've used all the constraints now. So we have 8 ones. We know where the last one has to be. It has to be there. 2s. We don't know where the 2s are. 2 has to be one of those two. 3s. We don't quite know where all the 3s are either. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so that's 6 and 4. 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 3 and 4. 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 3 and 6. We have more 3s now. So where's the 3 in column 4? Cannot be here because of 3 in the boxes, and these are filled, so this must be 3 there. We have 8 3s now. We know where the last 3 is. It's there. 4. We have 8 4s. We know where the last 4 has to be. It has to be there. 5s. We don't have many constraints there. 5 in row 5 cannot be here because of a 5-9 pair. Can't be here because these are filled out, so 5 has to be there. But other than that, it's pretty still unrestricted. 6s. 6 in row 6. These are filled out. 6 can't be here or here because of 6 in the column, so 6 has to be there. We now have 8 6s, so we know where the last 6 is. It's there. 7s are not very restrictive. Okay, 8s. 8 in row 6 has to be here, or not there. Has to be here, because it can't be there because of 8 in the box. That makes this 9, which makes that 8. 8 in row 9 has to be here, because there is no, these are 8, these have 8s in boxes, and these are filled out. So 8 makes this 7, which makes that 8. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 9 and 7. 9 eliminates 9 here, so it's 7 and 9. That leaves that as a 2, which makes that 5 and 2. 9s now. 9 can only be here in row 6 now. Cannot be here in row 8. It has to be there, which makes this 5, which makes that 9. I think we filled out the rest of the 2s already. 3s are done. 4s are done. 5s. Well, 5 in row 9 cannot be here because of 5 in the column, so this is 5, which means this can't be 5 anymore. So that's 5 there. I think 6s are done, and the rest are 7s. And that's a solution. Yeah, I didn't realize this was basically a global constraints puzzle. I'm not the biggest fan of these global constraints, but I mean, I do them decently well. I don't know. I don't know why. It doesn't strike my fancy very much. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.